When we teach fundamental waltz, the beginning waltz, we always go through levels phase 1 and 2. But there's so many waltzes that have either a hover or an interrupted box at phase 2 that we have to teach those two figures. Those are actually level 3 figures. We have to teach them because they're in these waltzes. So we've got another couple of figures we want to look at that are phase 3 figures. First one we're going to look at is called a spin turn. A spin turn. So on a spin turn, it's a lead foot figure. I'm facing reverse line of dance. We're in closed position, and on a spin turn, I'm going to step back and turn halfway. I'm going to step forward between the partner's feet and turn another eighth to face diagonal wall and step back inside on my left. So it's 3 steps, of course. It's still only 3 steps. So for the man, it's 1, 2, 3, and that's my spin turn. Trisha, the lady's part is, she's going to come
Between his feet.
between my feet on her first step.
I'm driving because I'm in front, okay? So here we go.
All right, so we're going to put this together. Her first step is between my feet. What's this?
Foots.
Foots? That's the right word, foots, isn't it? Between my feet. As I go back on my left turning, I'm turning. 1, 2, 3. And we do this in closed position. It's called a spin turn. A spin turn, by definition and round the left's definition, is a 5/8 turn. 5/8 turn. So if I'm facing reverse, I'm halfway. After my step back on the left, I'm trying to get halfway, and then I step forward on my right, and I finish that last eighth of a turn. So I'm facing diagonal wall. That's a 5/8 turn. From reverse to diagonal wall is a 5/8 turn.
So it's 5/16 and 5/16.
No, it's not.
It's up to 5/8.
You know, it's probably a good time to say this. Whenever we move past phase 2 in waltz and we get into phase 3 figures, there's 2 things that happen. And as you go higher, 2 things happen in waltz. The first thing that happens is we start doing a lot more figures that are taking us on the diagonal. All right. So when we learned in our first lesson, we talked about directions. We talked about line of dance, reverse line of dance, the wall in the center of the hall. When you move to phase 3, you've got to add 4 more directions. But thank goodness there's only 4 more. There's no more after that. So we cut those in half. We have diagonal line and wall. We have diagonal line in center. We have diagonal line and diagonal reverse center and diagonal reverse wall. So we've cut them all in half. So we've added 4 more figures. So the one thing you do when you move to phase 3 and phase 4 is you start seeing a lot more figures on the diagonal, not just down line of dance, not to the wall, dancing on the diagonal. The other thing is you're going to get a lot more figures that don't end with a closing step. Look at all the figures we did, and when we learned, the first thing we did, box, forward, side, close, back, side, close, waltz away, forward, forward, close, forward, face, close. Even our twinkles, forward, face, close, forward. All these waltz figures, fundamental figures, typically end with a closing step. As we move higher, we're going to get a lot more figures, not all of them, but a lot more that end with non-closing steps or passing steps. And that gives the dance fluidity, a lot more motion, and a lot more fluidity. This one we just talked about is a spin turn. It does not end with a closing step. It ends with me going back into the side and with Trisha going forward into the side. So we're going to show that spin turn one more time. We have
You're going to have a really good frame and wide at the top. Because it's like the top. When you spin, you're going to spin much better than being closer together.
narrow at the bottom and wide at the top, and you'll get that momentum going a lot better. So here's our spin turn. What?
Move it away from your mouth a little bit. It's breathy.
Okay. Move the mic a little bit away. So here's what we're going to do with a spin turn. We're ready? 1, 2, 3. And I step back to the side, and I'm diagonal wall, and I'm completed a spin turn. Now, the way we might get into it, we might do a dip back, maneuver, spin, turn. 1, 2, 3. And I'll step back on diagonal line and wall. Now I have a trail foot free. What comes next after a spin turn? The easiest thing we're gonna do is the first figure you ever learned. Half a box back. 1, 2, 3. Lead foot's free and I'm diagonal wall. Alright? So half a box back, it does not change directions. When we learned to box, the first figure we ever taught, forward, side, close was your forward box. The back half never changed direction. Back, side, close. We're not gonna change direction after our spin turn. We're already facing diagonal wall. We'll still be facing diagonal wall with half a box back. Alright, so let's just try spin turn first of all. The figure will end facing diagonal wall. I will go on and explain more. The choreographers oftentimes don't want you to end diagonal wall, and they will tell you spin, turn, face line. Well, that's a lot easier to spin, turn. I don't have to go all the way around. We're gonna